Hi, everybody. Thank you for waiting. The webinar will start soon. I just wanted to thank you guys for attending today. The presenters today will be Eric Tran and myself, Ivy Baca. Just give us a few more minutes to have everybody join.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, it seems like there are more people joining, about waiting for a few more so we can all start. Okay, just a few, one more minute possibly, so we can start. In the meantime, I'd like to address that you guys can answer your questions. I'm sorry, you can ask your questions on the right-hand side of your screen. You can type them in, and Eric and I will answer them as we go, or either at the end of this presentation. Okay, thank you, everyone that's here today with us. This is Universal Commercial Capital, and we'll start today with 4 steps to effectively originate hard money loan with us or with any other lenders.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eric. I'm the CEO of Universal Commercial Capital. Pleasure to have all of you joining the webinar today. I will leave Ivy to lead the discussion on this webinar, but I'm around to answer any question you might have. Welcome.
Okay, so today we're going to discuss hard money. We're going to talk about valuation. You should always reduce the fair market value of the property by 10 to 15%. As we all know, no property in the same is the same in terms of location, condition, and motivation of the seller when property was put up for sale. So therefore, there are comparables on the higher end and vice versa. Okay. We tend to use comparables on the higher end, while lenders, investors always use the lower end as their benchmark. Knowing this, whoever will fund the loan will have the final decision. So if you want to show the lenders or investor about the value of the property, you should write a detailed letter of explanation with comparables and provide pictures at the time of submission. This is very important, by the way, and when it comes to valuation. Okay. So why hard money? Um, why do we have deals that are coming? Why do they look for hard money? Brokers write the loan scenario up with certain characteristics, such as value, loan amount requested, LTV, and overlook the tantamount question that the lenders investors want to know. Why? Why hard money? What is the skeleton in the closet? So if brokers address this question at the start of the submission, and such as, with such as low FICO, not enough income on tax returns, or maybe no tax returns available, or it's a foreign national, it will definitely create a good impression with investors or lenders, and it will guarantee a quick approval, and certain leeways might be granted to a well-prepared loan package. So always have this in mind when preparing your loan scenario and ready to discuss with any lenders or hard money or investors, I'm sorry. It is always best to not shop around the loan. Talk to 2 or 3 lenders before submitting, but once you do, it's best to stick and work with only one. This is very important because we know that everyone knows each other in this business. And so your loan, once you shop the loan around, sometimes previous broker, or I'm sorry, previous lender, previous investors have already seen the file, and that will create an automatic decline. Okay, so we're going to move to the next slide. People in this city, as I said, people know in this business, people know each other. They know the deals, and word spreads around. Brokers are more than welcome to shop their deal around, as long as it does not create the impression that you're wasting the lender's time. Because if you do, you will see a very quick decline the next time around. It is very known that you don't want your deal shopped to through 10 or 20 investors or lenders, because somehow they know each other, and so that will create again an automatic decline, or you will create less credibility, and you will not be any more on the top of the list to review your scenario. Okay, so with all that in mind, valuation, why hard money, and do not shop your deal around. Those are three important things to consider. A good broker will always say, let me get your loan approved first before we discuss the rate and fees. A property is in small town and bad condition may not generate much interest. Therefore, the investors that fund the loan will demand a higher rate. This is true if the property is located in such area that it's not a good area, or the property is not in good conditions. It does tend to increase the rate. Now the loan is in the same, no loan is the same in hard money. So secure the approval before negotiating rates and fees. Keep these 4 things in mind and you will see an increase in your closing ratio for sure. Okay, so work smarter and not harder. That's our theme here in Universal Commercial Capital. That's our slogan. And I will have now Eric step in and say some more things about why hard money.
Yeah, thank you, Ivy. Yeah, I think Ivy said it all. So if any of you have any questions, feel free to bring it up. I'm here to answer all the questions.
Okay, so you guys have the right hand of your screen to see if you can type your questions there and we can answer them. Okay, Eric, I think I do have one question here. It says, how long does it take for a loan to close?
For Harmony, the main feature of Harmony is a quick closing. So in our company, normally it would take about 7 to 10 working days for us to close a loan. No longer than that.
Okay. And what is our niche and type and sense? It says here in sense of location. Where do we lend to?
We land all over California and nationwide, but we tend to stay away from too rural area. By rural, I mean the area with the population with like 20,000 population or less. Too rural, too remote, paved road, we tend to stay away from it.
Okay. I see one more question coming in. What about fees? What is our origination fees, and what is the max loan amount?
Our original fee go from 1 point to 3 points, depend on the loan amount. And our maximum loan amount per property is 5 million. But normally we feel more comfortable with loan amount around half a mil, 500,000 on each property. But we can go to 1 mil, 2 mils, and up to 5 mils on each single property. Actually, we just funded 2 loans this week. One is 2 million and one is 1.5 million for like foreign national.
Okay, so yes, we also lend foreign nationals. And I have another question here from someone that is asking in regards to what is, let me see, trying to see, hold on, it's coming through. Okay. What is a rate start at for hard money?
What is that, Ivy? What is the question?
It says where does our rate start at for hard
Rate
money?
for Harmony rate start at 8% at the lowest, and it can go up to like 11% on the higher end. Normally, for like property in foreclosure, client with like recent bankruptcy, we are gonna see the rate in the range around 11%. For like clean borrower with property in good area, good location, major metropolitan such as Huntington Beach, Irvine, you can see rate in the range of 8 to 9% for Harmony.
Okay. What type of properties? Yeah, what type of properties do we lend on for hard money? Is it residential, commercial?
Yeah, well, we lend to all kind of property, single family, commercial, apartment, retail, office. The only property that we tend not to get into it is a farm, ranch. Those are the type of property that we don't normally fund. But if it is a good property, good producing income farm, well, we will take a look at it.
Okay, perfect. I have those are the questions that I have on my end. Eric, do you have any on your end?
Yeah, I
Any
have a question from
questions on your
Wayne
side?
Brown.
Hmm.
Please state how do you identify what is a bad area? Bad area is like inner city, high crime. We have a crime rating system. In our company, we can rate a crime activity in certain area, but normally in the city, bad neighborhood. But it doesn't mean we will not fund in those area with like population less than 20,000 in a remote area. That what we consider not a bad area, but like not very desirable area to us. Mhm. And the next question for Kim Nguyen is, where are you located? We are located in Huntington Beach, Orange County. Next question is from Hugo Daughter. How to structure a business purpose loan when using a borrower's primary residence as collateral? Okay, this is a very tricky question. When you get into like primary residence and you want to structure a loan as a business purpose, mandatory two things you need to have. First, a business license. Secondly, a business checking account. Because for all the loan proceeds, we will deposit into borrower's business account. That is mandatory. Some say I'm self-employed, I don't have a license, I don't have a business account, and we tell them file for a license, open the business account. We don't require any seasoning on the license or the business account, but you gotta have it. Mhm. The next question is from Wayne Proud.
That's the same question.
Oh, that's the same question. Okay. And next one is from Margaret Barr. Can Harmony lender cancel a loan after issue a commitment? Yeah, until we fund the loan, either us or borrower can cancel the loan for whatever the reason. On our side, there might be something popping up at the end on title, on whatsoever. On the client side, there might be uh, any issues. But like, yes, we can cancel the loan before funding. And the next question is from Kim Nguyen, and I think I answered that question already. We land on single family, all kind of commercial property. We even land on church. We don't land on church. The only property we don't land on is, like I say, farm, ranch, and one very important thing, because we receive a lot of inquiries about it. We do not land on cannabis related property either. Okay. Next question is from Ariel. What are the minimum and maximum amount loan amount. Ariel, minimum is 100,000 and maximum is 5 million. For Francisco Leon, will we get a copy of today's session? Yes, we will send to you a copy of today's session. Next question is from Steve Stokes. If I generate and fund a loan, are you open to purchasing the asset? Yes, we are. A lot of time, for some reason, we cannot fund the loan and we are open to like purchasing the asset. If there is a mutual agreement between our company and the client. Next question is from Kim Nguyen. Do you offer fix and flip pricing? Yes, we do offer fix and flip. Normally we tend to work only with like experienced flipper. The standard parameter is 85% loan to cost, but not to exceed 75% LTV, and we will fund 100% the rehab cost. Pricing can start from around 8% and can go up to like 10%. It all depends on the borrower experiences. Very important in fix and flip. Borrow experiences will have a lot of effect on the interest rate. How much experience we want? Normally, we want to see the borrower fix and flip around 10 properties in the last 2 years. That is a standard number that we will look at. And the next question is from Ariel Vu. Your domestic rate versus your international rate is the same, no difference. However, we tend to cut down on the loan to value on our foreign national client. In here, we can go up to like 70% loan to value, but like foreign national, we tend to stay in the range of 50 to 50% loan to value. Okay, the next question is from Lucy. I live in an area that is in between the Bay Area and Central Valley, which a lot of people commute from, which is considered rural, but good income. We do land on to such area. Actually, we are very busy with like Central Valley ourselves. Next one is from Sydney. Do you lend to churches? Yes, we do. We do lend to church, 55% to 60% LTV. Next one is Avery Taylor. Are there any restriction on business type for commercial deal? Yes, we tend to stay away from the building that has a cannabis related business. But we don't have any problem funding into property with like adult entertainment business. We do have a lot of Harmony requests from shopping center that has an adult entertainment business, and it was rejected by an institutional lender. Next question is Francisco. From Francisco, if we are approved, but we don't like the rate, then cancel. Will that be a point against it? No. Before we fund, you can cancel and there will be no penalty. Except you're going to spend the money on appraisal if we require an appraisal. Next one is from Sydney. Do you lend nationwide? For hardcore Harmony, we only lend in California. But like if FICO is like 620 and above, then we do lend nationwide. So in a sense, we lend to like all kind of borrower with even 500 or under 500 FICO score in California only. Nationwide, we tend to require a minimum 620 FICO score. Sometimes we go down to 600 FICO score if it's a good location, good property. Next question is from Margaret. What happens if cannot pay off within 12 months? Our loan term is normally 36 months. So our borrower have plenty of time, to arrange an exit strategy, either sell the property or refinance. For fix and flip, if it's a 12-month term, normally we grant a 3 months free extension. But for fix and flip, be careful. 15 months is a maximum. So prepare your exit strategy real well. And we don't tend to extend that much for like fix and flip property. Next one is from Ruby. Hey, what is your origination point if there is any? Our point is from 1 to 3% of the loan amount. Next one is from Margaret. Do you have any asset to sell in New York? I'm not sure about your question. You mean the note or the property? But like as of now, we are not that very active in New York anyway. Lender fees, appraisal fee, and other fees. We do our valuation in-house, so 9 out of 10 times there is no appraisal fee. Lender fees, we have $7.95 processing fee and $1,000 attorney fee. Our attorney will prepare all the loan documents. And the next one is from Margaret. Do you fund property if it is from foreclosure sale and there is no asset to the property? We do fund property in foreclosure, but we tend not to fund property that we can gain access, because last year we had a huge problem in Sacramento when the government foreclosed a whole bunch of property that grows marijuana inside the property. And we had to spend a lot of money on lawyer fees, to defend our case. So unless it's a very good reason, we will not fund the loan if we cannot inspect the inside of the property. Okay, Ivy. Yeah.
Okay. That was the last question. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for attending today. Please keep in mind to contact us at any time. Our phone number, our toll-free number is 888-334-9039. And you can either reach me or Eric. My email is ivy@universalcommercialcapital.com, and Eric's email is eric@universalcommercialcapital.com. You can also feel free to visit our website at www.universalcommercialcapital.com. You will find a lot of information there. If you have a loan scenario, feel free to contact us. We can basically let you know offhand if it's going to be a doable deal or not, if it will be pre-approved. Any type of scenarios that you have, also we are able to advise how to proceed and move forward. So, Eric,
Yeah.
do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I want to say thanks to everyone who attend this webinar. And if you have any loan scenario, feel free to email us or call us. We will answer all your questions within 24 hours. Once again, thank you very much, and you all have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.